Our story begins in Detroit. Tommy Williams, Rashawn, and Nene had a very, very, very dangerous life. Their parents were actually in the hood, and that was how they supported them. They never went to school because they couldn't afford it, and they lived in a very rundown house. Eventually, in eventually, William, at the age of 12, and then he was 10, they were going to get something from the store when a bunch of sex traffickers kidnapped his sister and put her in a van and immediately drove off. Williams was distraught, but eventually he realized that Rashawn was left with a babysitter. He immediately realized his mistake. He immediately went back to his house, only to find the place shot up and his brother was gone. He had lost two people just like that. But eventually his parents came back. They put him in the closet because it turns out the gang, which they didn't pay back, they didn't pay back the gang for months. So the gang came and taught them a lesson, as they typically do. They shut up the house. And Tommy watched as two of his parents were gunned down. He immediately went. He immediately went and cried because he lost everything in one night. 3 days later, he is sitting on the street pretty much waiting to die, and the people don't actually care about him. They just walk by him. A bunch of sex traffickers immediately came to get him. While he was waiting to die, he did not want to die like that, but he couldn't do anything as he was too weak to fight. Eventually, they put him in a van, but before they could drive off, a man named Chinzu heard his screaming. He immediately came. It turns out the man knew Kung Fu, and it didn't take up long to dispatch of the two people. After taking him down, he immediately freed Tommy, and he took them all down. He freed Tommy, and pitting on a boy, he decided to take him in. A couple of years went by. He helped Tommy train. He went to school for the first time, and he even got a small job at Olive Garden. At the age of 29, 17 years later, he was walking down the street and suddenly he heard the gunshots, and he heard a man and a woman. I can't believe you broke up with me. This sick will sleep with my brother. You disgusting woman. I'm taking you out now. But before he could pull the trigger, Tommy immediately came to fight the man. He tried to shoot Tommy, but Tommy dodged the bullet and took him out with a move that involved hitting the nose up to the he basically hit his nose and the bone. It caused the bone to hit his brain, taking him down. The woman immediately thanked him, and the cops were immediately coming. You should get out of here. Alright, Tommy immediately leaves for the cops come. Eventually, Tommy went back home to his father, Chinzu. I saw what you did on the news. You killed that man. He deserved it. I know, because he used a technique that only I taught you. I can't believe you killed him. He deserved it, Tommy says. That is not the way. Eventually, the door gets kicked down and a bunch of ninjas came. You think that you can just leave the clan of death? And that's lame. Let's see. The purifiers? You think you can leave the purifiers, they say. They kick down the door. Chinzu knocks Tommy out and leaves a note for him. I'm sorry, he says. He immediately leaves, and they try to kill him. However, he immediately leaves. He jumps through the window, and the ninjas corner him. They hit him in the leg, and a bunch of ninjas surround him. While he is very skilled, and even managed to take out a few of them, eventually they were just too much for him. And they eventually took him down and immediately left. Tommy woke up and would find the note. If you are reading this, means I'm dead. Don't go after the ones who killed me. Just move on and live your life. I love you, son. Never forget that. You get that. While Tommy was distraught that his father was taken away, he was, at the same time, kind of relieved because he could finally start his mission. You see, ever since Tommy was young, when his parents died, he wanted to get revenge, and so he decided to become his own version. He needed a name. He immediately looked at TV, and it was playing a movie about a devil, and that's when he thought of it. Eventually, he put the note in his pocket and he immediately went upstairs. Don't he goes up? He goes to the closet and he finds all of his dad's ninja weapons. And he looks at the sewing machine. Don't worry, father. I will save you, but for now, I have work to do. Lightning strikes the city of Detroit. A bunch of high school students are having a party when suddenly two people kick down the door. They immediately shoot up. Party's over. Give me your money, they say. But one won't stop screaming, so he puts the gun to her face, getting ready to silence her. When a shuriken hits his hand, and suddenly a grappling hook grabs the man, and he immediately gets slung out. His partner tries to shoot. However, a mysterious creature comes and tries to find him. He begins to shoot at the creature, but eventually the creature dodges the bullets and takes the man out with one swing of the Kusanagi. Who are you? But the creature doesn't say anything. He then disappears, and the girl looks at the creature one more time before he vanishes. Meanwhile, the lightning strikes Detroit again. Meanwhile, they say the big explosion happens and 3 gang members are immediately there. They shoot up the car. They shoot up the police car that was following them, and eventually begin inside their own car and begin to bounce. The police car begins to follow them. Don't worry, we got these suckers. When suddenly they see a mysterious creature following them. They look up. What is that? And they both look in shock. As the creature immediately jumps on the van. The people look at what can only be described as Devilman. They try to shoot him, but he dodges the bullets, and eventually he hits the wall. They immediately get out of the building. They kick down the door, begin to go upstairs in the building. They hear a creak noise. What was that? I don't know, but it wasn't human. They immediately shoot the downstairs as they keep hearing the creak noise, only to cause a giant hole. Eventually, Kusanagi comes and he hooks the man through the head. He goes down with him. He tries to shoot where the man went. Did I get him? He says. And then suddenly Devilman then grabs his foot and drags him down. Oh no, the man is sitting there, scared and alone, when Devilman immediately comes to the building and he kicks him using his grappling hook. The man falls down to the ground, and eventually Devilman collapses on top of him. A cop immediately tells him to freeze, but as soon as he looks at Devilman, he immediately freezes in fear. He shoots Devilman dodges, and he hits the man instead, killing him. He tries to shoot Devilman over and over again, but Devilman pulls out a shuriken, throws the man at the gun. The gun explodes and the cop falls down. Devilman then immediately uses the grappling hook to get away, while the cops try to shoot him, but they miss because they have horrible aim, and eventually he leaves. What was that? I don't know, but it came straight from the Chaos Realm. Lightning strikes Detroit again, and eventually a bunch of van with a little girl tied up. The girl begins to cry, knowing that her fate is near. When suddenly Devilman comes on top of the screen. He immediately throws one of the sex traffickers out, and then he frees the little girl. Girl, your parents are waiting for you. She then leaves, then pulls the man out and knocks him out. The man goes unconscious. When the man wakes up, Devilman is holding him on top of a building. I need you to give me a message. Anything, man, just don't kill me. He puts a note on him. Thank you for delivering this message. Goodbye. He then immediately lets the man go when he falls face first and he completely combusts his head. The people then look at his lifeless body and immediately pick up the note. Beware criminals. The devil himself is coming for you. Meanwhile, on the news, there are numerous sightings of a devil-like creature. From witnesses, at first we thought they were crazy, but it has been officially confirmed by civilians and cops alike. Take a look. Yeah, he came out of nowhere and he saved us. He took down those 2 guys who are beginning to sweat. He is real, but he is a murderer and he's dangerous. And like all criminals, he will be prosecuted, and he will be locked up for the rest of his life. I don't know who the man is. All I know is that he saved my daughter, and I couldn't be more happier. He's a hero in my eyes. eyes. Meanwhile, Devilman, aka Tommy, is now wondering what is getting ready to go on a journey. First, he needs to find out what happened to his master. Then he thinks that maybe, just maybe his brother and sister are still alive. And he also realizes that he has a city he needs to protect. He has a lot of work ahead of him. And he immediately jumps and gets ready to start his journey to save Detroit. The end.